What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Today we're going to break down the dumbbell side lateral raise to see exactly how you're supposed to perform this, at least if you want to have longevity in the gym and get your shoulders to grow at the same time. My biggest problem with this exercise is going to fly contradictory to what most people will ever tell you about how to perform the exercise, but I promise you I will justify the reason why I tell you how to do it. Okay, the one that you'll see, the one that people will tell you to do all the time is if you want to target the medial head of your shoulders, you have to act like you're pouring pitchers of water. So at the top of the exercise, you should feel as if you're pouring a pitcher of water, okay? They say that in order to activate your medial delt, you have to have internal rotation of your shoulder, which is accomplished by having your pinky up higher than your thumb. Does that produce internal rotation of your shoulder? 100% yes, it does. Is that a good thing for you to do, especially when you're elevating your arm up here? As a physical therapist, professional athletes, especially baseball players and anybody that has to throw overhead, that is a horrible position for them. And not just them, but it's for you also. Because over time, is this going to get you right now in the next workout that you do? No. Is it going to get you over time? 99 times out of 100. In fact, you don't even have to use weights if you repetitively do this motion, internal rotation with elevation of the shoulder. You're going to get eventual breakdown almost every single time. Again, the variation in the time it takes to cause the breakdown is going to change from person to person. It might take 20 years in one person. It might take 2 months in somebody else. It all depends upon the shape of your own anatomy inside your shoulder. But that motion combination is not a good thing. Why do they tell you to do that? Well, I'll tell you this. The medial delt is not even one of its first 4 functions is it to internally rotate the shoulder. That's not what it does, guys. It has many other primary functions. Not among them is internal rotation of the shoulder. So doing this is not really part of the main function of the medial delt. So why are we told to do this? It's really simple, guys. I actually broke out the marker to show you what's going on, to draw my own self and get on my medial delt. Now here, this is representing the medial deltoid. Here we have the front delt right in through here, and then we've got our rear delt back in through here. But in here, I've drawn as best as I could the medial delt. When I stand upright, and let's assume I have decent posture, if I'm here and I'm getting ready to do a side lateral raise, when I raise my arm up to the side here, again, right in this frontal plane, look at the position of the medial delt. You can see it's angled backwards, okay? It's angled back here. We know from some of our other videos here, putting the science back in strength, that in order to really work a muscle optimally, you want to have it perpendicular to the line of force, and we know the line of force is going to act down on our arm here, which is gravity. And for the medial delt to be positioned right perpendicular to gravity here, we know that when we do this, we're actually not really absorbing that full line of force. So if we internally rotate our shoulder, okay, it has nothing to do with wrist positioning, guys, because I could actually take my arm and just turn my wrist, but nothing's going on at my arm right here in my shoulder. That's internal rotation of the shoulder joint. That's external rotation, okay? This is just pronation and supination of your forearm. So we're talking about actual internal rotation. That's why they tell you to turn the pitcher of water. If I do that, now when my arm is down, okay, now you can see I've turned the medial delt into a position that's more favorable against gravity. So now when I come up, now you can see that at the very top, it is taking on the brunt of the force of gravity coming down. The problem with this is, again, it leads to the impingement issues that I already told you about. Over time, again, some people it's going to hurt right away. Others it's going to take a lot of repetitions. A lot of times guys will use lighter weights when they do their side lateral raises anyway, which can lend itself to a lot of repetitions, okay? So what we want to do is we want to do the opposite. We want to externally rotate our shoulder to clear the head of the humerus from the acromion, which is the bone inside the shoulder that winds up compressing against the supraspinatus tendon, which is what gets pinched in there when we have impingement. Impingement is by far the #1 malady when it comes to shoulders and the injuries that guys face when they're in the gym or just competitive athletes, or again, even just in the sport of life, guys out there who for a living have to put their arms up over their head a lot. That position will cause the impingement right there in that supraspinatus tendon. So we can do something better if we externally rotate the shoulders. If we go the opposite way and we say, don't worry about pouring the pitchers, but turn your hands the other way. Externally rotate the shoulder. Okay, not that, but that. Guess what? We've already cleared the humerus now and gotten rid of 99% of the impingement problems that could come from that exercise. And all you have to do is make a real simple switch in your posture to make sure that we're still working that muscle against gravity. And it's as simple as this. Lean forward just a little bit. Now that I've leaned forward a little bit, when I externally rotate my arm here, you can see that I still have this squarely against the force of gravity here. So I've got the benefit of a thumb up position at the top as opposed to internal rotation, thumbs down, and I'm still getting the brunt of the force right there on the medial delt. It makes a lot of sense, and it's just a smarter way to do it. Can you do them the old-fashioned way? Can you continue to pour your pitchers? Bang, go for it, guys. I don't care what you do. It's all up to you how you want to do it. I'm telling you from a physical therapist standpoint, understanding the anatomy of the shoulder, you're way better off. It's a way smarter move to still get the benefits of the exercise, to still stimulate the medial delt if you're trying to in this exercise, but without having to have the concerns of doing the exercise in a position that your shoulders just don't flat out like because of the anatomy of your own shoulder joint. How was that? Guys, I'm telling you, there's some things that you have to understand when you approach your training, and not understanding them can lead to a world of hurt. And it's not all the time something that you're going to feel and pop and it's going to happen right away. But if we're in this, we should be in this for the long haul. You should be looking to train for a long time. That's what we're about here at ATHLEAN-X, putting the science back in strength. So this is not just a short-term sprint, but helping you to get results for a lifetime, because a lot of guys that wind up starting this wind up loving this, and they continue to see results. They want to train for a long time and stay healthy for as long as they possibly can. Guys, I mentioned Major League Baseball. We actually have a joint formula that Major League Baseball players are taking right now. Actually, some of the best teams in baseball currently in first place are taking Athlean Mechanics as an NS certified product. It's available at ATHLEAN-RX.com. If you're having or dealing with joint problems because maybe you've done this exercise the wrong way for a long period of time, you might be able to start having an opportunity to start fixing what's going on in there and get back to the game again and start training again the way you want to. In the meantime, if you're looking for a training program that trains your body the right way, as a physical therapist, creating the workouts that your body will respond to the best, but also respect the limits that your body has, guys, head to ATHLEAN-X.com. All of our programs are written that way. There's a heavy dose of attention paid to your rotator cuffs as well as the big show muscles too. Guys, I'll see you back here in just a couple days. I hope you found this video helpful. In the meantime, let me know, leave your comments and thumbs up below, and I will make more of these PT-based videos if you want to see them.